And the Lakers go. Odom, as he made his arrival, showing up earlier this afternoon. Wednesday night basketball with NBA on 2K Sports. Glad to have you join us. With my partner, Clark Pillow, this is Kevin Harlan calling all the action. And it's been home cooking for the Kings in the midst of a homestand here in Sacramento. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday. And Clark, it came down to the final seconds as they lost by just 2 points.
I thought they really looked good, Kevin, before heading into overtime. Things just fell apart, though, for them after that. They seemed to lose focus.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Howe and Bynum filling up the middle. Kobe is out there with Brown and Artest. And for Sacramento, Caspi and Landry at the forward slots. Tyreek Evans out there with Udrich and Cousins. 16 wins a year ago against the West for this Kings team.
Yeah, they had the same total the prior year as well, Kevin. They were a lot worse off that year, though, but they still couldn't quite figure out the Western Conference.
Sacramento now, 6-point game. Pass to Landry. Now Caspi. ABC, guarded by Kobe. 5 to shoot. From deep. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover. Lakers leading by 6. Pass to Odom. It's blocked. Shooting for Los Angeles. Lamar Odom. 2 shots. And the first one drops.
Boy, I love Lamar Odom because he's so versatile, and not just offensively, you know, he's defensively versatile as well. I mean, he can bang with the big fellas as well as play guys out on the perimeter some.
All good points. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Kings now, trailing here by 8. Pass to Evans. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more. Having a guy like Odom in your rotation, as you were talking about, is such a luxury for the Lakers for those reasons you just said.
And he seems to thrive as a plug-and-play kind of a guy, too. I mean, he can do a lot for you and doesn't always need a lot of time to do it.
Brown. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Evans. The question last year, at least one of the questions was, would the Lakers, Clark, still be as successful with swapping out Artest for Trevor Ariza?
And that's a legitimate question because you never know how the dynamics of a team change when you change personnel.
Right.
So clearly it was something that was going to be a work in progress. It remained to be seen, but I think the play of the Lakers in the postseason kind of answered that. Ron brought an element of toughness and physicality. Now, he can be a little wayward and a little bit of he can be a little wayward with some of his decisions, but typically he overcomes that with his effort and his tenacity and his versatility, I think, at the defensive end of the floor.
And an older guy for a younger, promising, rising player like Trevor Ariza.
Yeah, and in the context of the makeup of the Lakers team, I felt Phil Jackson and the coaching staff and the organization and his teammates felt that this would be a good added piece, and so far that's proven to be true.
Very good.
I tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
Kobe passes Odom with a screen on Evans. Outside, Kobe. Baseline jumper. The shot by Odom, no good.
There's another example, Kevin, of how they're hustling to all the missed shots to get an edge in the rebounding area.
No good from Caspi. And it's that hustle, Clark, that translates into more opportunities, getting going fast here.
Yep, exactly right. They're really going after it to start this game. A nice, good start for them.
And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Tyreke Evans is a devastating penetrator. Brandon Roy of the Trailblazers said, as he learns to hit that outside shot even more, he's going to become a really good double threat. Because right now, he's almost unguardable getting to the basket. And Kevin, it's pretty common for players to improve their jump shot over the course of time in this league. If he can do that, the sky's the limit.
A scary thought. Thanks, Doris. And the Kings making a change here. Clark, thing about Ron Artest, he's a lightning rod. He can be a controversial guy, but you take with the good with the bad with him.
Without question, you know what you're getting. He's supremely talented. He wants to win, but every now and then he does get a little distracted.
So it's the Lakers now, following the shot by Carl Landry. Draws the foul. He'll get a trip to the line. Looking at the Kings last season, they had the second lowest attendance in the league. Very surprising. A little over 13,000.
Yeah, really surprising considering they had the Rookie of the Year in Tyreke Evans, and they actually were pretty competitive at home, too.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Udrich. About 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Fires from 14. Landry gets the bucket. Landry's got his second basket of the night. Well, Clark, the Kings owners have been pushing for a new arena in the capital of California for quite some time now.
Yeah, they have Arco Arena, one of the older arenas in the league. It's time for a facelift or a new building, I would say. Something new, something exciting. That kind of venue, I think, would help generate some fan excitement and also bring them back.
Jason Thompson, he's checked in for the Kings. And he makes the free throw. Looking at the Kings and how they did last season, they landed Carl Landry, acquired last season in that Kevin Martin trade. Clark, what do you think of that trade now that the Kings made then?
I think it made a lot of sense. I mean, their front court needed some help, and you know Carl Landry is a highly productive front court player. Their back court was jammed, so they needed to free up some space for Tyreke Evans to take full control of that. So I think the trade gave them some financial flexibility as well, Kevin. I mean, that's a win-win across the board. We've seen them really out-hustle on the glass. I mean, they're trying to get on every single rebounding opportunity, and so far doing a good job of it.
Yes, they are. Very inspiring. Here's Udrich, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Cousins sets a pick. Thompson against Odom. Poked away. 5 on the clock. Thompson with the bucket. And that hustle Clark you're talking about seems like they've just got more energy.
Yeah, especially on the glass. And that's typically where it shows up, Kevin, in the effort areas. Rebounding, loose balls, making the extra pass. That's where you typically see that extra energy.
Now Udrich. Lamar Odom missing from long range. Here is Caspi. Covered by Barnes. Cousins with it. The Kings need to get off a shot here. For three, Udrich. Some solid defense from Kobe.
That's his job. That's what he does. He clamped down on the shooter. He's one tough defender.
With a wide open look, Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, he was wide open for a reason. The D was just begging for him to attempt that shot.
And here's Thompson. Now Udrich. Lamar Odom pulls it in.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Here's Bynum. Shooting for Los Angeles. Two shots. First one falls for him. Clark, you think back to what Bynum did in the playoffs last year, and you have to remember he was playing with a slight meniscus tear in his right knee.
And I know how painful that can be. I had one of those. I mean, it hurts with every step. But he felt like the pain was manageable.
And the Kings making a change here. So it's Sacramento now. A 12-point game. Here's Thompson. Caspi, covered by Barnes. And he gets the bucket. Foul is called. One free throw for him. And with Andrew Bynum, knee injuries have been an issue.
Well, a lot of times with big guys, you know, knee problems are part of what they have to deal with, and hopefully he can get it behind him at some point.
Kept alive. Here's Barnes with the second effort. Blocked, but they get it back. And another shot. The shot's good from Bynum. Bynum's got 10 points.
You know, they've really built the lead on their inside game and their ability to convert second chance opportunities, Kevin.
Can't get it to go. And the Lakers go with it the other way. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Kobe. It's the far iron, but it goes in. Kobe's got his second bucket of the night.
Already, they have 8 second chance points here in the first quarter.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Odom against Thompson. Guarded by Odom. Takes it up. Scooped up. Caspi nails it from the wing. 8 points for him. Got it up. No good. So the first quarter is over. We've got a double-digit lead. The Lakers lead by 12.
They've been crashing the offensive glass, and they've got a lot of second chance buckets. If you don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
And we'll see you in just a moment. And as the second quarter begins, it hasn't been the most competitive game so far. Here's Fisher. Tyreke Evans out there with Udrich. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Green and Thompson. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Odom with it. He's guarded by Udrich. Here's Gasol. And off the glass as he lays that one up and in. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go. Evans against Brown. Pass to Evans. Connects from in close. Evans has got 11 points.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for. The fast break left the defense discombobulated. As a result, he had the open 3.
Here's Udrich. It's Evans on the wing. He's covered by Brown. A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line. A note about Tyreek, he started wearing a heavy mouthpiece after an accidental elbow he got earlier in the season.
Yeah, he and teammate Carl Landry both wear them now. That's one way to make that a part of your official uniform, to get hit in the mouth. I mean, Landry took that elbow from Nowitzki that knocked out 5 of his teeth and left some of his teeth embedded in Nowitzki's elbow.
Thompson against Fisher. Pass to Odom. He's guarded by Udrich. Shoots from the post. Odom's shot. Good. Odom's got 12.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
Knocked loose and taken away by Brown. It's vertical and the dunk by Odom.
Great D leads to easy offense.
This King squad is struggling. Trailing by 17. Brown against Evans. It's dumped off. 4 on the clock. Tipped away.
Nice anticipation right there to snatch that one.
Here's Brown and the jam by Shannon Brown.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Thompson with it. Evans outside. Green covered by Artest. Thompson misses.
And I really like the way they controlled the paint here in this ball game.
Great offensive performance they're putting on. And Artest backs down. No good. And it's Sacramento going the other way. Let's go to our great sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for an update. Doris?
Kevin, the Kings added some quality size this offseason. They drafted rookies DeMarcus Cousins and Hassan Whiteside and acquired center Samuel Dalembert from the Sixers. Head coach Paul Westphal said the players, quote, changed the identity of their team and give us a chance to go in a direction that's very exciting. We expect there to be a lot fewer layups against us. We expect to be a better rebounding team. The look of our team and the feel of our team will be so different because of our ability to do things in the paint that we couldn't do consistently before. Guys?
Well, they've definitely added some quality size, Doris. No question about that. We'll see how they do. Sacramento making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Whiteside.
Old building and sound just kind of stays right on top of you when you're playing in there. So you're right, it's a building that can really make it tough for the road team.
The Lakers controlling the game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. About 4.5 minutes left in the second. Here's Caspi. Hits the quick shot. 10 points for him. Here's Kobe. He has 6.
They're playing them tight all the way up the court right now. Full court man-to-man deep.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Off the pick. Kobe gets the bucket. Kobe's got his 3rd bucket of the night. You know, Kobe battled injuries last season, a broken index finger that became arthritic, but somehow he still found a way to lead his team.
Testimony to his will, Kevin. I mean, you think about it, 27 points a game, 4th in the league in scoring. Cold-blooded, the best finisher perhaps in the league. And when the Lakers need a big shot, he typically comes through.
So it's the Lakers now, after the Kings pick up 2. And it's laid up and in. Kobe's got 10.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Landry, and oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Lamar Odom picks one up. Carl Landry taken with the first pick of the second round of the 2007 draft. He can really score, Clark.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was a strong 6th man of the year candidate last season before he was traded to the Kings and became a starter.
Landry already a great scorer. He said he worked on his defense during the offseason.
And that's what you like to hear from a young player looking to improve. Worked on his footwork so he could stay in front of big guys better and even guard some of the bigger small forwards in the league.
Here's Udrich following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Caspi. Pass to Landry. And laid up and in. Landry's got 8 points. Here's Kobe. He's got 12. 2:57 left in the half. Gasol backing down. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
He was really a non-factor in that first quarter, but he's found a way to step it up here.
So it's Sacramento now. Pass to Landry. Guarded by Odom. Here is Caspi. Gasol covering. Just 5 on the clock. Fades away. No good from Caspi.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Odom on the wing ground. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Now Udrih, guarded now by Lamar Odom. From 17 feet out, it's blocked. The second chance effort. Landry gets the bucket. Landry's got 10 points in the game.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And some changes here for the Kings. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Whiteside. Green comes in for Caspi, and Tyreke Evans is subbed in for Francisco Garcia. The Lakers also changing it up. Bynum comes in for Matt Barnes, and it's Vujacic in for Shannon Brown. So it's Sacramento now, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. And he dunks that one through.
It's a great look ahead up court to set up the easy, fast break finish.
And it's the Lakers' ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Odom. It's a pick by Bynum. Off the screen, jams it home.
That's how you do it. That was a nice setup. I mean, the pick was in the right place, right where it should have been.
Followed the strategy that is mapped out on the sideline. Those timeouts mean a lot for these guys.
Yes, they do.
Cousins with it. He's guarded by Bynum. Now Udrih. 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Kobe with the steal. And flushed through with 2 hands.
Excellent defense, and the steal earns him a quick bucket in transition.
Udrih up top, guarded by Kobe. Here's Cousins. He's guarded by Bynum. Pass to Landry. Just 5 to shoot. Cannot hit. And the Lakers go with it the other way. Outside, Kobe. Here's Odom. Dumps it off. Here's Vujacic. A missed 3. Landry with it. 10 points for him. Takes a 3. And it's Evans missing. And here is Bynum. Here's Odom. Again, the Lakers.
He's on fire. Whatever the defense is throwing at him just ain't working.
And the first half wraps up with a dominating performance underway.
Lamar Odom doing all sorts of things. 18 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line. That's a first half he can be proud of.
Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap.
And welcome everybody to HP at the Half. We got a blowout going on out at Arco Arena. The Lakers have been tearing it up. An explosion of scoring so far. This team has been unstoppable. Lamar Odom having no trouble against the Kings D. He's got 18 points. He's shooting efficiently from both the floor and the free throw line. For the Kings, a different story so far. They're the underdogs in this matchup and haven't exactly barked well. Jason Thompson's not had a good showing. The flavor for that first half, brickalicious. He'll have to improve. These two have been on their game tonight. They've led the way for their teams in the scoring department. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now let's get you back to the start of your third quarter. So long.
Outside Odom. Pass to Artest. Brown, covered by Evans. And it's Brown missing.
The D didn't respect him from that distance, and now we know why.
Landry against Artest. Walk. Oh! Did you see that? Whoa.
What about the setup? I mean, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes.
Well, putting it up there soft and throwing it down hard. Here's Odom. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 20 points for Lamar Odom. Here's Cousins, guarded by Odom. Here's Evans. No luck, and it's the Lakers taking it the other way.
Well, they've got the lead, and they're controlling the glass. Right now, they have a +10 rebound advantage.
Tyreek Evans. That's his third versus the team's third. Shooting for Los Angeles. Shannon Brown. Shooting one.
Good for the three-point play. Here's Udrich. 2:02 left in the third quarter. Barnes against Evans. Lets it go. Jump shot is good that time. Evans has got 23. Here's Brown. He's got 19. And here is Barnes. Goes up. It's blocked. Here's Udrich. Cousins backs down. Takes it up. And he drops it in on the way. 12 points for him.
He's really flipped the script with this performance here in the second half.
And the Lakers call time here. And some changes here for the Lakers. Al Gasol is checked in for Bynum. And Luke Walton is subbed in for Shannon Brown. Here's Barnes. Odom on the wing. He's covered by Landry. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Shooting for Los Angeles. Al Gasol. Shooting one.
Andrew Bynum's checked in for the Lakers.
Andrew Bynum.
Here's Walton. Back to Odom. Pass to Bynum. Clock is at 3. For 3, Ebanks gets whistled for a loose ball foul. That's his first foul.
In coach's jargon, it's called an error of commission. He was going hard trying to get that offensive board. They like the effort, so most coaches will live with that.
The Lakers making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Pass to Landry. Odom's there. From down low. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Here's Barnes. 30 seconds left in the third. From deep. Again, the miss by Odom. So it's Sacramento now. Pass to Evans. Great anticipation.
And you look at what they've done, or rather what they haven't done. Good. Wow. That's really a terrific look inside. Set him up beautifully.
Here's Barnes. No good. So a blowout here as the buzzer ends at the end of 3. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lamar Odom.
Yeah, he's been filling it up, Kevin. No surprise there. He's a guy who can really do damage when he's in a groove.
Lakers on top, running away with this one. Now, while we've got a moment, we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for our Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Doris?
Kevin, Lamar Odom gets our Sprite Spark Award. He's done exactly what you want from one of your bench guys, coming into the game with a ton of energy and extra effort. The lift you need when guys come in off the bench, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He's certainly changed, Clark, the complexion of this one.
I thought he served as the catalyst. I mean, he willed his team in a positive direction, and they rode that momentum.
Here's Evans. Caspi and Landry at the forward slots. Antoine Wright is out there with Tyreek Evans and Whiteside. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
He's been AWOL this quarter. When his team is down and in need of some scoring from him, he hasn't shown up.
Odom backing down. Buries the short-range shot. Odom's got 22 points.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Here is Whiteside, defended by Gasol. Pass to Landry. Odom on him. Just 5 on the clock. Landry gets the bucket. Here's Blake. Odom against Landry. Odom gets to Blake. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go. And the Kings with possession. Here's Evans. Off target for 3. So it's the Lakers now. Now Barnes. It falls short.
Ill-advised shot there. No question about it. Made that shot a little harder than it needed to be, but he showed a nice touch to knock it down.
Outside Odom. Gasol backing down. 13 feet out. The shot is off, and it's Sacramento going the other way.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
To the wing. Barnes over Evans, and the Lakers with another miss.
I think he's really starting to lose confidence in his shot. Those misses are getting to him.
And here's Whiteside. Here's Landry, and the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
That's exactly how you have to clog the lane against a strong inside scorer.
That's on you.
Here's Barnes. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Odom's shot. Good. Odom's got 24 points.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone.
Here is Caspi. Pass to Landry. That one laid up and in off the glass. Here's Blake. Right around 9 minutes left in the fourth. Covered by Evans. Shoots from 12. It's Gasol missing. Here's Evans. Whiteside sets a pick. Evans right side. Clock at 4. Gets rid of it. Here's Landry on the mark from 16 feet out. Landry's got 20 points.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter, doing an outstanding job putting the ball in the basket.
Landry against Odom. Three on the clock. Again, the miss by Odom. Right side Odom. Stolen away.
You know, they've really done a terrific job of holding onto the ball here, Kevin.
Landry dishes to Evans. Five on the clock from about 16, and there are the Kings with another bucket.
They've got to stay persistent, Kevin. They're on a little run here, but they need to keep their focus to get back in the game.
Back to Odom. Over Landry. Again, the miss by Odom.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
Now Caspi. The dump off. Outside Landry. Shoots a three. Can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers' ball. They have a 19-point lead. Barnes passes to Odom and almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot two here. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll be matched up against Portland. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Lamar Odom just hasn't slowed down. He's got 24 points, and he has picked a lot of pockets tonight. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And the first one at the line is good. Last season, there were some who thought that maybe changes needed to be made to the All-Star voting format.
Yeah, after Allen Iverson was selected as a starter and Tracy McGrady, who hadn't played a game, was almost voted in. I like the fact the fans can vote, but maybe the percentage of impact that their vote has needs to be reduced.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And here are the Kings now. Thompson with it. Odom's there. 3 for Caspi, and that one's good.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Now here's Kobe. And there's Andrew Bynum on the assist from Kobe. And the Lakers lead by 20. Thompson with it. Pass to Landry, covered by Artest. The baseline J, kept alive, goes back up, blocked. It stays here. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Pau Gasol's checked in for Bynum. Walton comes in for Ron Artest. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Shannon Brown. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Kobe.
Great execution on the inbounds play, and they get the basket.
And the Lakers have possession. It's an 18-point game. Outside Odom. Fires top of the key, and the shot is good. Odom's got 28. And here now the Kings. Goes up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Here's Blake. Just over 5 minutes left in the game. Odom a screen. Right side Odom. Again, the Lakers.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan. And he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
Another steal.
And again, they let the defense get a hand on the ball. A little carelessness there. It's difficult to win in the NBA when you give the ball to the other team so much.
So it's Sacramento now. Lamar Odom unable to get his shot to go. Cousins backs in.
Despite his height, he's choosy with his dunks. But when he does, make way.
And the Lakers have possession. It's an 18-point lead. Here's Vujacic. Outside Odom. From deep. Gets it to go. Odom's got 33 points.
Boy, this is fun to watch. This guy is putting on a show right now. He's making it look really easy.
And here's Thompson. Guarded by Odom. Clock at 4. Here's Landry. Great finish in traffic. He's got 24.
He's really come out this quarter saying, give me the ball. I'm taking over. I'm demanding the ball. And you know what? He's delivered. A tremendous performance this quarter.
Odom backing down. Now Blake. And here is Odom. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
first free throw is good. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Sacramento. Udrih comes in for Luther Head. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Gasol. Artest comes in for Luke Walton. Shannon Brown, he's checked in for Sasha Vujacic. And Kobe is subbed in for Steve Blake. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Udrih. Just over 3 minutes left in the fourth. Brown against Evans. To the middle, Udrih. Laid in for two with the pretty feed there.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
Cuts off the pass.
And Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
Evans' shot is good. Here's Brown. Outside, Kobe. Brown against Evans. Takes it up. And two free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. That one's on Evans. That one is off. The Lakers making a switch here. And he can't hit the second. Here's Sacramento, trailing by 17. Here's Caspi. No good on the baseline J.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
Outside Odom, guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Odom kicks to Gasol. Now Brown over Udrih. Brown, good. Brown's got 20.
Open up your whole game.
Here's Udrih. Evans inside. From Gasol.
Tough D-forces in to miss it at the rim. You won't see that very often.
Ebanks. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot two. Well, you have to come out of the game. That doesn't look good.
Tough break there, Kevin. You hate to see a guy go down with an injury. Let's hope he can get back soon.
Ebanks. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Andrew Bynum's checked in for the Lakers. Vujacic comes in for Shannon Brown. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Udrih. 1:49 left in the game. Pass to Evans. Landry with it. Here's Cousins. Back to Landry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banks it home. Landry's got 26 points.
His team really needs this kind of effort, and he is bringing it forward. He's converted time and time again this quarter.
Ebanks. Cousins corrals the miss inside. Outside Odom. Here's Vujacic, covered by Evans. Blake backs him down. Shoots, left block. Udrih snatches it inside. And here are the Kings now. 19-point game. Goes up. It's blocked. Here are the Lakers. They have a 19-point lead. Landry against Odom. Takes it up. And the bucket is good. Now he'll get a trip to the stripe. A 3-point play opportunity. Pau Gasol's checked in for Andrew Bynum.
Ebanks. At the line.
Andrew Bynum's checked in for the Lakers. The and one is good, so a 3-point play that time. Here's Udrih. 38 seconds left to the fourth. Evans left side. The shot misses. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. Blake with it. Outside Odom. He's picked up by Landry. Bynum inside. And the one-handed jam to finish.
Every basket puts another nail in the coffin. This game is theirs.
Pass to Evans. Udrich for three. Connects. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg and Dorisburg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Brand player of the game, Lamar Odom.
It has just been announced that you have been named the Conference Player of the Week for the past week. This is the first time you've received this award. Can we expect more of this from you in the future?
Man, I certainly hope so. Feels incredible to be singled out from all the great players in the conference. I'd like to give my thanks to the coaching staff here, my great teammates, and of course all the fans that come out every night and cheer us on through thick and thin, man. Thanks, everyone. It was great.